OP is pregnant, and her abusive, estranged stepmom wants to be involved. A lot of this post will be in context. Thank you for reading. I have known my stepmom for 12 years. My mother came out after my parents divorced and started dating a friend of hers. I'm completely fine with my mother being lesbian. That is not the issue. The issue is that her partner and she were controlling and abusive all my adolescent life. My mother and I are on talking terms and have a friendship now. I worked hard to heal in order for our relationship to be where it's at. My brother moved out and into another family member's home when he was 9 years old. I stayed out of guilt until I was 16 years old. I snapped after my mom's partner put her hands around my neck and tried to drag me to my room, all because my brother refused to take a picture with my mom, and I defended him. I believe in bodily autonomy. He shouldn't have to do anything, especially with someone who abused him, all while my mom just watched. I packed my stuff and never talked to them again until their wedding in 2019. My mom and I, in the past year, have become friends again. I'm pregnant with my first child and live on the opposite coast from my parents. I have been on my own for a while, obviously. I told my mom I was pregnant and told her not to tell anyone because I am still in my first trimester and was concerned I'd miscarry. She told her partner whatever, but then my friend who lived in my hometown said, "Hey, your stepmom is telling people you're pregnant and that she's going to be a grandma. Is this true?" I laughed. I confronted my mother about the issue, and my mom denies that her partner told anyone. She then went on a rant about how her partner was a parent to me and wants to be involved in her grandchild's life. She even requested that I go back to counseling so I could forgive my stepmother. She also states that she has no idea why I left her home or why I don't talk to her partner. She also throws the fact that I occasionally text my father's wife in my face. Well, she didn't physically abuse me. To my mom, it is also expected that I am the first to reach out to my stepmom. Here's the thing. I don't consider her a parent. I don't want her in my baby's life. I can't forgive her, but I am okay with my mom in my child's life. How do I tell my mom without absolutely crushing her and insulting her parenting? Or is there no way I can go about this besides ripping the bandage off? On the other hand, should I be more open to the idea of having a relationship with her? I absolutely hate her guts, and even writing this is sending me into an anxiety attack. I just don't want to lose my mom again because of her wife. TLDR. My physically and emotionally abusive estranged stepmother's wife wants to be in my life, now that I'm pregnant, so she can be a grandmother to my baby. How do I break the news to my mom that I do not want this? Or do I give her a chance so I don't lose my mom? Edit. I just want to say I absolutely would never let my child be alone with any of my parents. This is something I've known since I was 12 and was not even thinking about children. Update. So about 3 months ago, I posted on this sub asking for advice on my mother and her wife, who have been in my life for 13 years now. I just wanted to come back to say everyone was absolutely right. I had planned to tell my mom shortly after my OG post that neither she nor her wife would be involved in my child's life. Unfortunately, my partner and I had to make the really hard decision to move back to my hometown. We had to pack up and leave ASAP and couldn't find housing right away. My mom was trying really hard to mend our relationship, so I took her offer to let us stay in her home while we continued apartment hunting. My SO was hopeful about it all and tried to reassure me that this would all work out. It did not. 2 days ago, I was cooking some dinner in the kitchen, and SO asked me if we could broil the salmon at the end so it'd be more golden. My mother called out from another room, letting me know that their oven didn't go above 400 degrees. The broiler would not work, and it would set the fire alarm off. Confused, I said, "Oh, why? I set it for 450 and didn't know." Her wife then started yelling and cussing at me, saying she didn't effing understand why I was disrespecting her. I told her I was just about to turn it down, and she continued berating me. So I just smiled and awkwardly laughed. He was so confused as to why she was so angry over the oven that hadn't even begun preheating yet. She began egging him on, trying to be aggressive, and calling him out, saying we didn't do anything around the house. She said he could suck a DCK. Very nice. Just an FYI. We clean our room regularly. We never go out to any other rooms. I just cleaned our bathroom, and we take up one cubby in the kitchen. We even deep cleaned their carpets because they had cat pee and vomit on them. Actively, we're house searching and working. We know we weren't being rude guests, although we hadn't planned on staying so long, 6 weeks. My mom said it was okay to stay with her however long we needed. She kicked us out. All while my mom said absolutely effing nothing like always. Earlier that day, she was trying to plan my baby shower. While we were going to our cars outside, my mom's wife tried to run straight into me and yelled at me to move. I felt like she wanted me to physically retaliate because she was so close to me for no reason. Of course I didn't. I'm not insane. I'm 21 now and 5 months pregnant, officially homeless, and not sure how we are supposed to do this and prepare for a baby. At this point, I'm just grateful she didn't put her hands on me again, and that we stocked up on water right before. I should have never given it a chance, but we were desperate, and times are hard with COVID and the housing crisis. Please don't be rude to me. I've already been beating myself up about how I should have known. Let this be a lesson to learn from my life. The abusive person in question will continue to be abusive to you. Don't give them another chance. TLDR. I was wrong to give my mother another chance. Her wife verbally abused my sister and me when I asked a question about their oven. Then they kicked us out of their home while my mother said or did nothing. Now we are homeless, and I'm 5 months pregnant. I should have listened to y'all. Edit. Thank you all for your kind words, wishes, and awards. I was not expecting all of this. When I joined Reddit, it was because I needed extra support in my pregnancy that I couldn't find in real life. So thank you guys so much. As for my mother, she's aware that she will never see me, my child, or my teenage brother. She is okay with that because she has her wife. Boundaries are very clear, and she still seems to not understand. A lot of you asked about staying with my dad. We don't have a super close relationship for that, nor does he have the space. But he does help when he's able, like letting me be on their insurance. It's very nice. We have gone to all the programs we are able to enlist in and have set up interviews for them, stayed at an Airbnb my so pulled strings for, and have a backup plan that includes moving back across country to where we know we have a place to rent through a family member. Our priority will always be our daughter and having a safe place for her. We will be kind, gentle, and supportive parents. I will be the best mother I possibly can be, and after we are settled in, hopefully I can go to therapy. Thank you all again. Update 2. My boyfriend just got us a place to stay in an Airbnb for the next 2 weeks. I even got a call about a job interview for something that pays more hourly. Things are looking up. We are really hopeful that the apartments we just applied to will accept us. If not, we will be moving cross-country again to rent from a family member with open properties. It seems like this was a good thing after all, even though it caused a lot of stress. I'm looking forward to no longer seeing my mother or her wife ever again. My mother is aware she will never get to see me or her grandchild as well as my teenage brother, but she has chosen to continue supporting her wife. It's really shown me that her priorities have never been her children. Now that I've left her life, she has officially isolated herself from all of her family and friends. I kind of think this was her wife's plan all along. Thank you for watching the video. If you are interested in listening to these kinds of stories, we've got more in store for you. Simply subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it with your friends.